When purchasing a home, it's important to know that there's other costs in addition to the actual purchase price of the house itself. So knowing some of these additional costs in advance helps you plan for it and takes some of the stress out of the situation. Here are the 7 most common costs that we see in a real estate transaction. Cost number 1 is earnest money. Earnest money is a show of good faith that you're going to earnestly follow through with the contract that you and the seller or buyer have agreed on. Earnest money is typically given at the time that you sign the contract, and it generally is 1 to 2% of the total purchase price. When you go to closing, that money is credited back towards your purchase price. If for whatever reason you're in breach of contract and you don't follow through, then you could potentially lose this earnest money. But as long as you do everything that you say you're going to do in the contract, you'll get credited that earnest money back towards your purchase price. Cost number 2 is your escrow amount. It's basically a way for your mortgage company to collect in advance the amount that you're going to need to pay for your taxes and your insurance in the future. And often your mortgage company is going to require you to put that down or a part of that down at the time you close the property. So in addition to your monthly mortgage, which includes your principal and your interest, you're also going to have this escrow amount that's going to cover your taxes and your insurance, so the bank can pay that on your behalf when those items are due. Cost number 3 is an origination fee. An origination fee is only included when you're getting a mortgage or a loan on your property. And it's basically how the lender or the mortgage broker is getting paid for all their efforts. They go through a lot of time, effort, and energy to help you get the loan that fits your needs, and that's how they get paid. This includes the underwriting and the processing of all the other costs associated with buying a home. The origination fee is typically a small percentage of the total loan. Generally, it's around 1% of the total amount you're borrowing. Cost number 4 is the inspections. We want to make sure that you're buying a home that doesn't have problems that we don't know about. You can have a general inspector or a whole house inspection, which is a bundled inspection fee. Generally, it's around $400, or you can do those inspections a la carte. But the bottom line is you're going to have inspection fees if you're going to have the house inspected, and we strongly recommend that you have your home inspected before you close on it. The various types of inspections we often see is a whole house inspection. That's like a general practitioner. They come in and they look at everything. The second would be a termite inspection or a wood destroying insect. Third, radon inspections are very popular. Mold inspections and other environmental inspections can be popular as well. So there's many different types of inspections that are out there, and they all have various costs. If you see something in the general inspection, we can always call a specialist to come out and give us a second look. Cost number 5 is the title company fees. Doing title search and having a title company, a good title company, is very, very important in a transaction. We want to make sure that the title is clean, that it's free of any encumbrances, any liens, any issues that may have happened in the past that we don't know about. We hire a title company to make sure all these things are taken care of and to make sure that you're getting a good, clean title so that when you're ready to sell it, you have no issues conveying that. So in addition to title fees that a title company may charge for the services they provide, we also have title insurance cost. If you get a loan, it's going to be mandatory that you have title insurance. The bank's going to require you to have it. The title insurance cost is going to depend on the price of your home, and it's going to cover you if there's any liens or encumbrances on the property that the seller didn't know about, so that when you're ready to sell the home, that you can sell it and convey title with no problems. Cost number 6 is paying for a survey. A survey is required or is needed to determine exactly where your property lines are. A lot of times when banks are loaning money, they want to make sure that the house that they're loaning on fits within the property that you're purchasing. And it's not uncommon that parts of a home or a shed or a swimming pool can encroach on another property. And if that's the case, those items need to be taken care of prior to the purchase. And that's why a survey is very important. So keep in mind, depending on where you're buying, you could have some survey costs associated with purchasing a home. Cost number 7 is an appraisal. A large majority of the purchases that we deal with, the buyers need to go to the bank to purchase a home. In order to get a loan to buy a house, the bank's going to require you to have an appraisal. And an appraisal typically is $400 to $500, and it basically ensures that the home that the lender is loaning you money on is worth what you're willing to pay for it. Why this is important to the bank is because if you stop your payments and they have to foreclose and get the house back, they want to make sure they can sell it for the value that you paid for it. Now, appraisals are not required if you're paying cash, but we often encourage our buyers to still get an appraisal. We recommend this because we want to make sure that the price that you're paying is in line with the market value of the home. So if you'd like to sit down with us and talk to us more about the costs associated with buying a home, or if you'd like to visit with us and talk about our certified home buying strategy that'll put you in an advantage in a very competitive market, please call us or reach out. We would love to help you out.